anything we can pull, anything funny we can recycle.
Cautious optimism, Josh.
Nothing bad is going to happen this week.
Exercise cautious optimism.
Look, there is no reason... Well... Okay.
And my heart beat. I'm on fire.
Neighbors.
Spinning instructor?
Neurologist at Columbia Presbyterian, chief of surgery. That would make her a brain surgeon. Literally, a brain surgeon.
That's not hard to be.
This is exactly what happened with Paula.
She started dating a baseball player?
A cardiologist, like that's hard to be.
Yeah.
Do I flirt badly?
You flirt fine.
Seriously.
You flirt fine.
Dana,
Flirt with me now.
flirt with you now.
Yes.
I will.
Start.
How you doing?
Do you know how to flirt?
Yes.
Show me.
Hi.
Okay.
She's going to have to shoot you first, Sloan, because I'm going to use you as a human shield because you set me up with Annie Oakley.
You mean Ado Annie?
I mean Annie Oakley. Annie, get your gun. Ado Annie's Oklahoma. I'm just a girl who can't say no.
You know what, Ado Annie? I sent you flowers.
I'm sure that what the governor meant was that the Dutch living in Norwegia...
First of all, the impression? Uncanny.
Danny Tripp told me what you two talked about on the plane last week.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Flawless impersonation.
Wait. What?
Will, I'm Dr. Jacob Habib, son of Dr. Abraham Habib. My father passed away, and his patients now see me. You've been paying me for 2 years. Come on.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Shut up. Can you write prescriptions?
Yeah. Let's go.
How old are you?
I'll be 29 tomorrow.
Oh, congratulations, but I'm gonna call a real doctor.
So if you're 29,
Don't try to count backwards. I did everything early, so unless you're certain you've got a Doogie Howser joke I haven't heard, why don't we just assume it was hilarious and move on?
okay.
Was that the doctor?
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah.
What is he, 15?
He's pretty young.
Yes, he is.
What are you making him nervous for?
I'm concerned that Doogie Howser is working on my friend and her baby.
Even if you get him, you have to pay him.
Oh, I'm gonna back up a Brinks truck.
And the Koch brothers are not playing around, if that's what you're talking about. They drop Brinks trucks on people they disagree with.
Leona, you can't possibly expect us to tailor our news coverage to what best suits our corporate...
Let's start over. And this time, disabuse yourself of the idea that this is a conversation between equals.
Simon, please disabuse Tom of the idea that he wasn't good tonight.
I don't think I need a civics lesson from you, Casey.
Well, I think you need one from somebody, Dana, because you're doing a big thing badly.
Will.
Yes, I'm sure I want to do this.
God, please give me a sign I'm not doing a big thing badly.
We just lost power.
The whole building just lost power.
I didn't know he had that kind of comic timing.
Help me. I need wisdom.
I have wisdom.
Kenzie, I love you, but a Japanese man's honor is at stake, and sometimes your wisdom leads to...
No, I get it.
Well?
She'd just been suspended, and she's thinking about the other guy's job. Honor, actually. That's what she said.
I'm sorry for my father. He's very much set in old and maybe cliched ways of honor.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you tell your father he can take his business to Time Warner?
You don't really want me to
Tell him. My company doesn't have honor. One of my guys spent the day in 2 different police stations because he came to the defense of a woman who was being verbally and physically abused. He could have been out of it easy if he played the support our troops card, but he wasn't about to minimize the sacrifice of his brother and his brother's buddies. This guy, I don't know what the hell he was doing. Except trying to convince me that Jordan McDear has been all over the gossip pages because when she was 25, she married a fraction of a man. And this man has been telling tales, both true and false, in the hope of selling a book and working the talk shows. Sir, of all Jordan McDear's faults, and there are many, Lack of honor is not among them. She's killing me with her honor.
It won't be our proudest moment, but it'll save the guy's job, save his honor.
Personally, I don't know what to say to people who argue that the NEA is there to support art that nobody wanted to pay for in the first place.
I am more than happy to pay for the fire department. I am not happy to pay for a painting that I don't want to look at, poetry I don't want to read.
You can't skip right to the NEA!
We lead the world in only 3 categories. Number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real.
I'm not making this up. 68% of Americans believe in angels.
We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy.
We also won World War II, put a man on the moon, and a computer in everyone's lab.
Over the past half-century, we've split the atom. We've spliced the gene, and we've roamed Tranquility Base. We've reached for the stars, and never have we been closer to having them in our grasp.
We reached for the stars.
Mr. President, did you by any chance take your back pills?
Well, I don't mind telling you, CJ, I was in a little pain there.
Which did you take, sir, the Vicodin or the Percocet?
I wasn't supposed to take them both.
Okay.
It's fine. I have incredibly high tolerance. That's why I can't feel the Vicodin.
You took Vicodin and then ate 2 cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do we feel kind of going like...
Hey. These things turn out okay. They've said that Do you agree that it's terrible that she sourced an anonymous web posting to support her point?
I liked the piece.
Never disagree with me.
It made me sick.
Certainly more courage than it takes to post an anonymous comment on a website. Is there any way of knowing if Lollipop is 10 years old or a basset hound?
Dilbert27 at ain'titcoolnews.com writes...
You kept the newspaper.
Dilbert27 writes, its failure is no surprise. It's typical high-minded indie film claptrap to make us care about some hayseed suffering from Lyme disease.
So go yell at Dilbert27.
I can't! I don't know who Dilbert27 is, and neither do you.
Here's what I'd love. You want to join the discussion? Fine. I want to know your name, age, occupation, and level of education. Unless you're deep throat or in the witness protection program, anonymity is cowardice. You're in a mob, you're lobbing smack from the cheap seats.
Don't we have bigger fish to fry than the...
Yes, but we can fry more than one fish at a
And
time.
how could we...
We got bigger fish to fry. We got a lot of fish to fry, and there's one of them. And it's a big fish. It's a fish that's good. I don't want to do the fish anymore.
Gather ye rosebuds, you know what that means?
It's the first half of the first line of a poem by Robert Herrick.
What's the second half?
While ye may.
Gather ye rosebuds while ye may.
You should call her.
I don't have a crush on her.
You should call her right now.
I'll see her tonight.
Gather ye rosebuds while you may, Josh. You know what that means? It means you should take this time to gather rosebuds, because later on you might not be able to.
I'm also sure that you'll keep in mind that she's a lovely young woman who's a guest in our country and who also just got clonked by a guy who, for reasons passing understanding, she was in love with.
But for reasons passing understanding, my Mackenzie seems to be in love with you.
For reasons passing understanding, people do not relate guns to gun-related crime.
You know, Jeremy, Don Quixote was a hero of my father's, and my father would like you. You're a very quixotic character.
It doesn't matter. I'm on a mission to civilize. I'm Don Quixote.
I'm Don Quixote.
Have you even read Don Quixote?
In the original French.
It's written in Spanish.
I'm sorry, Jack. Porter?
Peter.
Jim?
Joe.
Sorry.
Hey, Stacy.
Margaret.
I thought Margaret was the girl who worked here before.
I'm the girl who worked here before. I'm Margaret.
You changed your hair.
No.
You're Ellen?
Maggie, Margaret.
What's going on? Where's Karen?
There's no one who works here named Karen.
My assistant.
I'm your assistant.
You're Ellen.
Margaret.
Okay.
You're a funny guy, Danny.
Thanks. I'm Matt. He's Danny.
Sorry.
I'll let his secretary know you're on your way.
Her name is Karen.
No one's named Karen. No one.
All right.
How do you know I don't have a girlfriend?
Because I know everything, Danny.
I'm Matt. He knows.
I do.
Maggie's standing right there. Her name happens to be Ellen!
It's Margaret.
Jack.
Danny!
It's Matt.
Wes Mandela's recovering from a heart attack, which means you two are in charge of the most valuable property this network has ever owned. You don't think I know your damn names?
It seems like you don't.